So I'm going to go through and show you how to install a window into a timber frame. So the first thing I want to do is prep the window, and for that I'm just going to drill holes where that screw is going to go. For a window this size, I'm just going to do one screw on either side at the top and one screw either side at the bottom. Now if you had to, you can use a normal drill bit, but what I'm using here is a countersink bit. So I'm going to go through, drill the hole, and then it's going to round out some of the timber so that our screw head can sit into the timber, and it's going to be a lot easier to pack and paint afterwards. If I just drilled a normal hole and then we just drove a screw in there and pulled the screw head through, it's also got a chance of cracking and splitting the timber reveal. And for these holes as well, I'm trying to put it in the middle of the reveal. This reveal is going to stick out 10 mil past the timber frame, so I can't have the screw hole too close to the outside. And the other thing I'm thinking about is I don't want it to be too close to the aluminium, because I don't want my impactor and my tool to hit the aluminium and get too close to that when we're screwing in and potentially scrape and scratch it. So that window's ready, and I'm just going to move it to the side. And now we're going to prep the stud opening. First thing I want to do is just double check that the window will fit. 600 wide, so we should have 620, which we do. And for height, we've got 995, and that's got plenty for the height as well. Now the next thing we have to think about is that we're going to pack this window to be level, but also to be the same height as the windows either side of it. Especially in this house, this will be a weatherboard finish, so you have your straight lines of your weatherboards run through, and you can easily see if the weatherboards rip down smaller or bigger if your windows aren't in the straight line. So you can do this a couple ways. One way is to set up a green laser line. I normally do it. Today was a bit glary, a bit sunny, so we haven't had it up today. What I'm actually doing is firstly measuring up from the floor, and they're all exactly 2-1 high. So what I'm going to do is mark 2-1 on either side up here. And if our floor is perfect the entire way, that's going to be right. The subfloor should be right, but we're still going to do another method of checking it to make sure we're right. And what I'm going to do is use my level and level across some of the windows on either side and just make sure everything lines up perfectly. We do have a few studs in the way here, so I'm going to square across. Now I can hold my level on that line and on our other line too. Might be able to go to the other side of the window. I'm just getting it right on both of those lines, which it is there. And if I check that, that is perfectly level. I'm just going to square this line across too, and we're still going to check it with this other window as well. And that's not perfect, but we're talking about a mil. So the next thing we're going to do is pack up this window sill so that when the window sits in it, the top of the window is going to finish with that line that we've marked. So I'm going to measure the window once again, and it is exactly 995. So what we will be doing is measuring down 995 from that mark. Just to make it a bit more accurate, I'm going to hold 100 mil on that mark, and then I'm going to mark 1.95 m down here. And I could measure down the other side, but I know it's all level, and to leave out any errors, I can level across that mark as well to get the other side right. So I've got a few plastic window packers. I'm just going to sit them on the sill until I get them to that line that we just marked. And I reckon that's it there. I'm just going to tack that on with a clout so it can't move. And now I'm going to sit my level on that, and we'll pack up the other side until this is perfectly level. So I'm going to start with exactly the same, hoping that the sill is level. And we can see it looks like it is about 1 mil out. So I'll drop that green one and we'll chuck 2 mil there. It's somewhere in between both of these reds. These reds are 1 mil thick, so it's within 0.5 mil. What I'll do though is put 2 reds in there, and then we'll hit these off too. Now this window is 600 wide, so it probably doesn't need window packers in the middle. I'm going to chuck some in anyway. I like having window packers above every stud so that the weight of the window gets transferred onto the packers and onto the studs below. I'm also just going to hit this one in. And with that in, we're going to put the level back on the 3 of them and check it to make sure there's no rock and that they are all perfectly level, which they are, which is great. All right, so now we're ready to put the window in. One thing I like to do to help myself out, especially right now, it's just me doing a few of these small windows myself, is I'll get my screws and I'll just pre-start them, making sure they're not sticking out past the window reveal so they're not going to get in my way. But this just makes it a bit easier for me. Once I lift the window up, I'm not having to fiddle around, get screws out, get it on my drill bit. Right, so the one tool you do want on you when you're picking the windows up is the one tool I can't find today, and it's a foldable ruler. The reason you want that is that the thickness of that tool is 10 mil thick. When I pick the window up, I'm going to put my ruler up against a stud, and the timber reveal is going to finish flush with that 10 mil line. So that means once it's been plastered, your plaster and your window will be flush with each other, then you can put your architrave over it. Because I can't find my ruler, I've got a 10 mil packer, which will work just the same, and I'll just hold that up and screw the window off when it's flush with this. So it's definitely going to be easier to start with the top. And safer as well, because there's less way for that window to fall out if you do get a screw in at the top. And for now, I'm just going to screw off one side at the bottom. So if we have a look at the window now, we can see there's a big gap in the right side, and the side that I screwed first, it's pretty tight to that side. So I do want to center it off, move it over to the right a little bit. So we're in a bathroom right now, and I wanted to know what the tiles were so we can make the window work to tiles in case the tiles are going to finish in line with one side of the window. I never got that information, so what we're just going to do is center the window with this slot we have in here. So I haven't screwed one side at the bottom, and the side I've screwed is the side that has the biggest gap. So what I can do is tighten that, and it's going to pull the bottom of the window over. So I'm pretty happy with it there. It looks roughly even. And now I can screw this side off just to lock it in place. Since I've got no measurement to work off with the wall, what I can do now is get my window packers, and I'm going to pack it between both screws at the bottom, and that's going to lock that bottom in place so that bottom can't move anymore. So that's nice and tight in there. And then I'm just going to tighten that screw, and that's nice and tight on that side. You want to make sure those packers are tight in there, because if they're not tight, one thing it will do is start to bow the timber and pull it in the corner there. Another thing that could happen is that I could start pulling the timber reveal apart at the bottom here. This outside should run down flush with the bottom. If it's not flush, you've probably not put enough packers in, and you've tightened your screw too tight, and that's pulling that reveal apart. So the fact that it's flush on that side, and I can see that that's straight, means that's right. Right, so you might be able to see now that we've got a big gap at the top here, small gap at the bottom, and the window definitely is not level. What I'll be doing is pulling the screw across to get the window level. For that, I will remove this screw on this side. With the three other screws, that window is still held in really well. And I'm going to hold my level up, and I'm just going to keep tightening this on until it is plumb. Alright, so we're good there. With that plumb, the other thing I want to check is if we are parallel with the stud. Even though I don't know what tiles we're using, I want to make sure that we've got the same amount of tile the entire way through, because it's a lot easier to see if a window's out if your tiles change sizes rather than plaster. You want to check it regardless if it's tiles or plaster, but it's even more important in this case. So I've got exactly 105 in between the stud to my window here, and at the top, perfect, 105 as well. We're also just going to double check the stud. It is a dead straight stud, so that window is great where it is. So what I can do now is go back to this side, get that so it's going to be flush of plaster, and I'm going to screw that off. Once screw it home, what I'll do next is pack these sides of the windows as well. Now I especially want to make sure these packers are very tight in here, because we've got that window perfect, and when I tighten that screw, it's going to want to pull that window in a tiny bit more. So I want to make sure these are in very tight. That should be good. I'll give it a bit of pressure. Double check this. And she is perfect. So we can go through and pack off this other side. If this was a longer window, like these ones at the front here, this one hasn't been completely done yet, but I would go through and get a screw through the top to the top plate. We'll run a level across there. If it's even longer, we'll get the laser out. Make sure the tops are nice and straight. Same as this slider here, it's also not done yet, but we'll do the same thing and get screws up through the top. This little window is only 600 wide, so that is all you need. You don't need any more screws. Also, if you are doing a slider the size of this, you do want to get 3 screws, one top and bottom, and then also one in the middle as well. And that's how easy it is to install a window in a timber frame.